gave us Undermount Park.
It's really pretty out there.
We are all squished back in this area to watch a ceremony happen right up here. Now we are going to go ahead and walk.
See, that's pretty cool.
Oh, jam, dude.
I'm not the guys when it's stuck in there.
I don't think he could, dude.
It's real tricky right here.
Thanks.
Through our lemon squeeze, and it's going to follow us for almost our entire tour along this same side. So almost every room that we're going to walk. Now if you also look right up here towards our lemon squeeze, you're going to see this formation. This is one of the largest columns in all of Missouri's cave systems. This is what we are going to call our stairway to the stars. Now you see it spirals up to the ceiling, and when you look all the way up, you're going to find our soda straws. That is what we call our stars. Now you're also going to be able to see those formations right up here. So if you look right where I am, all of these bumps are up here. These are going to be our soda straws. As we are walking up here into our next room, if you look up, you'll be able to see that hollow inside and just what those look like when they are about to start forming. Now we are also going to pass by our wishing well. If you look right over here, you'll be able to see our wishing well. All of the money in here will be emptied out at the very end of the year, and 5 seniors from our local high schools are going to get this money for their college fund. So that's why you're going to see some dollar bills in there, more than you would in a regular wishing well. So you'll be able to see our wishing well, these soda straws that we have right up here in that hollow inside. We are also going to pass by this bed of red clay. As we walk through here, when we pass by here, red clay stains your hands and your clothes pretty bad. So I'm going to ask that you try to hold on to the railing rather than drag anything along this wall. We're going to go ahead and head right up these stairs into our next room.
You okay, honey?
Yeah.
Almost the full tour. Excellent. Right over here at the end is our cave frame. Stay to the right side. I'm just going to send you guys all the way down to the end of that railing. All the way down to the right. This would have been the very last thing that we would have seen from our tour. So we would have talked a little bit about the rooms that were behind it, but we had no way to get big groups back there, so we just had to turn around and go back to the entrance, and that would be the last thing that you would see from Bridal Cave. Now, if you were a scientist or an employee or someone that wanted to map out these rooms, to get back there, we didn't have this tunnel, so you would have to climb all the way up this wall and go across to where you can see that board right up here. Now this board that we have on the right side of the wall, that is how our early explorers or our scientists to get back there if they wanted to see this other half of the cave. Now, shortly after the 90s, we decided we wanted to take these big groups back here, so we opened up this tunnel. This tunnel is what we call the Thompson Tunnel, but its nickname is Concussion Corridor. So as we are walking through here, if you are any taller than about 4'8", you are going to have to watch your head. Bucket all the way down to the parking lot. Now, if you noticed it as you walked in here, there was one of those buckets right over here on your right side. And when we turn around and come back into this room, you guys will be able to see it for those of you up front. Now, that is one of the original buckets from the 50s that we used to bring it down here. When they brought concrete all the way back into this room, that took them 6 months to be done with the process, and that paid them 60 cents an hour. And then we came through here in 1992 and we built the Thompson Tunnel, and when they put concrete into the second half of this cave, that took them 2 hours. So we are going to go ahead and head through here. Remember, it is very short, and there are going to be 3 windows on the sides of the wall so you can look at while we walk through.
Ladies first. I'm glad I'm getting this video because I know my mom's not going to come through here.
Absolutely not. I should have one on platform trucks.
Tennis shoes or what would you wear?
I was just joking, it's a little taller.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Once you make it past that window, you're going to see the other doors that those early explorers used to get down here. So they would have climbed down from there, across the frozen Niagara, and then went down here into the next room.
What?
There's also going to be a ladder over here on your right side. We're going to talk about that in our next room. It'll be good to get a view of the place.
You okay?
They had a concrete pump, like hooks. Or how did they make the tunnel?
Yeah, how should I make the tunnel?
The tunnel was, I believe it was used tiny bits of dynamite, and then they also just kind of dug out as much as they can. Some of the places had little openings that you could get through, and so we just widened those up. So we kind of knew the path to get around. Turn around and look up, and you'll be able to see all of those initials and dates right up here. Whoever wants to be first, you guys can go ahead and follow me.
Isn't that just beautiful?
It is gorgeous. Yeah. It would be fun as a kid.
Darn the Florida. I can't hear you.
It would have been fun as a kid to be in here.
This formation is the only natural break that we have here in Bridal Cave. So if you see right down here at the bottom, all of this is red clay. So what is believed to happen is this formation was just so heavy, maybe there was an earthquake that shook it a little bit, and that scooted down and it couldn't hold its own weight anymore. Now there are a few other theories, because this did break before we had discovered the cave, so really we don't know how it did break, but those theories are earthquake, and there's a couple other ones like that. Now you'll see right over next to it we have this column. This column right here is what it will look like when it grows back together, and that's going to take us a few thousand years, so we're also just going to miss that. If you look right over here, you're also going to see our bride or our wedding cake formation. That's that white one right here. Now, since this room is the biggest room, we call it the big room. And as we are walking through here, we are going to stop in this room because our next room and our last room is a little bit smaller. This next room is what we call the Mystery Lake Room.
Mystery mouthwater.
What's that?
Nothing.
Once you guys are done, I'll have you come back down to this bottom step and just kind of pause right there to start another line.
I like that.
What do you say? You like it? Oh, you like the, yeah.
Someone lost their necklace.
I think the color's natural.
So if you guys are done, I'll have you come down to this bottom step. You're just going to pause right there and start another line. There is another part of the lake to look at right through there. And then we're just going to kind of fill up this area until everyone's seated. We're going to have to pause and wait for them to fill up the parlor room. So when we get around here, for those of you in the back, we will be at a standstill if that light is on.
Oh, there's some water.
Oh, that's, I didn't realize that was a ladder. Huh.
That's that ladder I was talking about before. Definitely a lot easier to see when you turn around.
Hey guys,
Do you have a lot of people?
I have 6. Alright, okay, so we're entering the era of a traffic jam. So we cannot pass and they cannot pass you. So we're gonna reverse like a truck. So if everybody turn that way for like 2 seconds, please. Thank you.
They turned off and I pressed the button and I knew it wasn't
Thank
me, but like we were in. These people are Cecilia's, right?
Oh,
I have that working my phone. I don't know which one, but last night I was at her super late and Amy was like, oh yeah, they're getting tickets for tomorrow. Yeah, first time?
So that's the old.
should have got married here.
Nah, I'm alright.
Your mom wouldn't come.
That's right. That's right. But, and then what do they call that wall in the back? The organ or something? Pipe organ?
The organ.
Well, if you guys are here on July 5th, it's free day. During my fifth year.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So I assume we can just head right back to the Miata then. What'd you say?
When's our next call? 8 minutes?
Something like that. It might be like 17. You gonna try to use the restroom?